It's so funny. Yesterday I was watching Sense and Sensitivity of Jane Austen on Netflix. Old movie. Such a cool movie. And I was realizing how love is being misinterpreted and confused with romantic love all these centuries. There is in the movie this part where Marianne, she's talking to her older sister about love and how love should burn and should destroy us, and it's this thing that is so strong that we can control. And on the other side, Eloise is her sister. She is wiser and more mature, and the love in the way she's experiencing it is not a love that is burning, destroying. Is more calm and peaceful and mature love, even if there is conditioning about what love is, even in her character. But it's very interesting to observe how we believed all this time that romantic love is the love that we are seeking in relationship, when in reality the romantic love that we've been seeing in the movies and novels is in reality attachment. What it means, since we are very young, we have an attachment style that is being created with the link that we have with our parents. So according to the way we've been in relationship with our mother and our father, we create this attachment style. We create this way of surviving and interacting in relationship. There are different attachment styles. So there is an anxious attachment, avoidant attachment, disorganized, and all these different kind of attachment have different characteristic. Basically, they all come from the same fear, the fear of rejection and abandonment. And this is because our mother in particular, they haven't been present in the way they were supposed to be when we were between 0 and 3 years old. And so the baby understand that the risk is to be abandoned and to be rejected, and what it's gonna do is create this survival system in the world. And this survival system can be keeping people away, or being clinging to people because we are so scared that people would leave us, or both of the two, a mix, etc., which is this disorganized attachment. And so we go into relationship trying to repeating without really knowing this attachment style that we had with our caregivers, and we think that thing that we feel is love, when in reality is trauma. We are basically feeling these butterflies and fireworks and all this thing in my stomach. There is in reality nothing else than something very familiar that I've already experienced in the past with my mother. This fear of being rejected, this fear of not being enough, this fear of not being chosen, to not be loved. This is all interpretation of the mind, of course. And so what is happening is just that. It's just that we are trying to repeat the trauma. We are seeking for the validation and the love in the other person. And that's attachment. And most of us, we go in the relationship with attachment, with the hope that the other person is going to finally choose us, making us feel unique and special, and we're never going to feel pain. We always going to feel these amazing feelings of love and in love and infatuation and all these hormones and honeymoon, and this will be the sign that we found love. But that's not love. That's the mind recreating scenarios. That's the mind confusing what love really is with an idea. So what love really is, we've been going in the world trying to fill this void that we think we have. There is nothing else that the idea of separation. We believe that we are a me in the world, a character, Claudia from Italy, 34, and she's living this life, etc. Me and my life story, and we believe this so much, and we think that this me character is missing something. Is always missing something. It's never enough, and once this character will find love, he will finally feel complete and secure and happy. And it can be a relationship, it can be money, it can be success, it can be anything, but there's always something missing. So what we really are looking for is the feeling of unity, is the connection with source, is the recognition that all this time we were love. We didn't need love because love is the essence of what we are. But we couldn't see that, we can't see that, because we are still thinking that we are a me that needs something to feel X, to feel peace, to feel love, to feel happiness. And if we continue to go in the war with this belief, we can only suffer. Because all this time in reality we didn't need anything, because everything was already here. What I was looking and trying to find in my partner in reality was already here. So when we have these moments where we are kissing and we are looking each other's eyes and we are hugging each other, we have this feeling of like, finally I feel this feeling that I have been longing for so much. It feels so good. But in reality, what is happening in the moment is not that you're feeling the love of the other person. You're not feeling loved by the other person. What is really happening in the moment is that you are experiencing your essence. The thing that you're feeling is not coming from the outside. You are finally dropping the search. And in dropping the search, you can finally relax and let everything that was already there emerge. This feeling of unity, of connection, of peace, whatever word you want to put in, and don't attach too much to my word. Don't get too attached to my word. Let it be open. We are finally experiencing our true nature in that moment, because in that moment we open up and the me idea kind of drop for a second and we relax and we let love be seen. But love is not coming from your boyfriend, from your fiancé, from your husband. It was never coming from them. It was already there all the time. But we overlook it because we are constantly in the search. We are constantly in hypervigilance to see, is he loving me today? Is going to caress me? Is going to pay me attention? Is going to give me a gift? Is going to acknowledge me? And this is our mind creating this reaction. Why? Because this is the trauma, the survival system that has been there all these years, coming from our parents. And our brain is only projecting in our partner what it learned when we were young. So we are not seeing our partner. We are seeing our parents in him. And we are projecting. And we are not seeing ourselves either. We are not seeing who we really are. We are seeing conditioning and idea and concept of this me in my life. And it's only when we finally start to be devoted to this path that is, I want to know myself, know the real me, know my true nature. Only in that moment we start finally seeing that all this time, all the idea, all the mind, all the requests, all the need, all the expectation were just coming from my mind. And the true love can emerge. The true love is what is left between the two people. When the me and the you drop, what is left is love. Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj, I never pronounce it right, he said this: you're not the wife and you're not the husband. you're the love in between. And so we go in relationship coming from a place of separation, coming from a place where I give and I receive. We love weak conditioning. It's a transactional love. But that's not what love really is. That's attachment. The love is the essence of our true nature. And maybe you enter in the relationship where you are right now with attachment, with this conditioning, with this belief from ego. And it's perfectly okay, because it's never too late. You're in the best place right now to realize who you really are and be devoted to this path and constantly looking, who's this me that need this and need that, and he has this expectation and he wants the thing. What an amazing opportunity to be in the relationship, seeing that there never was a relationship, because there never was separation between me and my husband, because we are one, because we share the same being, the same love. And that love that my mind was seeking could never come from him. What an amazing opportunity to realize that, to realize myself, my true nature. And I enter in my relationship with conditioning, with attachment, with illusion created by the mind. And little by little, thanks to the relationship, I woke up. And in the same way I was waiting for my business to give me a certain satisfaction, a certain peace, I was putting the same weight on my relationship. The love was supposed to come from him, that when he would be like this and like that, I would feel X, and then when I would, all illusions. And I start exploring the space that I am, there is already full, where nothing is missing. And so when my mind created illusion of frustration, expectation, and my mind want to tell my boyfriend, my fiance, see, I'm still not used to say fiance, my fiance to change, instead of talking to him in how he's supposed to be, in what he's supposed to do, I keep the attention here. What is happening here? It's never been about him. It's never been about him. All this time it was about my brain, or their brain, creating illusions. It was about taking this experience in the body and looking at what is really happening here. Am I this? Am I this thought? Am I this emotion? Or am I the space in which all this is happening and nothing is important? And love emerge of itself when we do that. I hope this video helped you, and if it's the case, please leave me a comment. I just started the channel, so it would be very helpful if you like, if you share. You can also hype the video now, so please, thank you for your help, thank you for watching, and we talk in another video.